Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. I have to remember, Shadowbringers is a different tab right now, at least until Endfucker. In the last part, we wrapped up things in Amarang, and things got really dark. And then they got darker. And then they got really bright, because now we have to go find the Lightwarden. So. Welcome to Holminster Switch. This was a very make-or-break dungeon early in the Shadowbringers. I mean, it's literally the first dungeon when the first came out, because things here hit freaking hard and you just weren't ready for it. So, no, miss that guy again. Still with the co-wing. Still doing its thing. So, thing is, obviously people were very used to coming into this geared for Stormblood. You know, good gear, mix of good and bad gear, whatever. And yeah, it would get really messy because they were like, oh, let's just pull everything. I don't have my good skill. My good skill 74! Not till the next dungeon. Ay. And it's like, it's just pretty much how it is always at the start of a new dungeon. It's always gonna be like, either really iffy or something. Anyways, a lot of tanks tend to bring those pulls up here. However, these two enemies can get really iffy themselves. So I pretty much don't recommend it. Yeah, I say this one. Oop, hello. So you recognize some of these Sinether names from Amarang? Kind of got introduced to them. Generally see a trend in Sinether type 2 name. Like, follies are these little scorpion-type guys. Oh, hello. I might have been a little too far forward right there. Clamor. This is where things get really shaky. Trying to make this big pull all the way up forward. Tended to leave many wide. It got better as Shadowbringers got older and people got a little bit more gear comparatively. And just like actually item levels moving down to being almost expected item level. But yeah, that pull up there is rough. Also, unfortunately, the thing about Shadowbringers is they really hate melee. They also hate mages, but it's just been a growing trend, expansion to expansion, of hating melee. You'll see there's a lot in terms of some mechanics, that there's just a lot of high movement. It really affects Monk a lot, and honestly, it's why I chose to do this LP as a Monk, because it's like, oh my gosh, the movement and all the positional movement. Yeah. Anyway. So, welcome to the Wound. First boss is gonna be this guy. Broken Wing and Awe. Forgiven Dissonance. Sorry, I'm just letting you all enjoy the music for a little bit there. So, yeah. This music here in particular actually was not added until the thing was patch 5.2 It used to be just a more generic boss theme. And welcome to why I say they hate melee! It runs into the wall, it has a long cast time, distance move. Ah! The melee hate! Pillory is Tank Buster. And it's gonna do the same thing again. Brazen Bull. So it's gonna pull him in a slightly different pattern this time though. And, see? See? Oh my gosh, it's going the other way too. Why would they do this to me? I mean, I knew it was coming, but still! Yeah, this is just like, by the way, we hate melee. It's okay, I'm gonna say it now, the last boss hates mages, so I leave it down. So it's actually going to do it back-to-back here. Why would you do this to me? Oh, I wasn't in it, amazingly enough. That's the basics of dissonance here. First gear here is going to be level 71, which means it is not better than our level 40 gear, 400 gear. Anyways, we've got Forgiven Deceits up here, and also Switch Gremlins. Yeah, not everything here is the same either, believe it or not. This is another point that really kind of caught people by surprise in that how hard things hit. Just doing this pull. The gremlins actually kind of hit hard, and also they slow, which is really annoying actually when you're taking this. That's why I kind of ended up hitting the gremlin first. It just sort of happened. So also some things were starting to tank like right up by the edge there, which meant that this Forgiven Obedience just basically came in and was like, hello, how's it going? Cool. Nice to see you. So that's the other thing also with Trust. They won't do the big pulls. You have to be tanked to make them do the big pulls. Even then, they can still barely keep up. I'm sorry! I'm sorry, please forgive me. There's a treasure chest up here. Oh, weird patching, so I don't aggro these things first. I'm just trying to grade everything so that I can see something great. I did get hit by that headbutt. Ow! Those disobediences are also somewhat annoying. Probably a priority target, really. Like gremlins are, but, well, that requires hitting them. That order. Targeting them. Wait. Wait. Tesleen, the Forgiven. Yes, they're doing this to us! Alright, the tickler, I believe, is the Tank Buster. Asshole Fraggle, General AoE. Alright, so it's gonna do a ordered move. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do not want to be in a line from each other. Otherwise, anyone in that line will also get hit. So you want to kind of spread out, sort of like we were there. Which again, yes, they hate badly. The music goes all over the place. Give me a jumping, which is going to leave a puddle. We do not want to be in. I believe it does a bleep. Bleep sounds right. Here we go again. Let's get over here. Great, one is right here. So second time Tesleen does this, Tesleen is going to be like, wait, I can't do this! And just kind of do a weird animation, not its auto attack, but like a couple seconds there, basically. Narskold Bridle. And yeah, that's really the basics for Tesleen here. All of these AoEs is what made Riddle of Earth so nice, though. Oh my god. Miserable Riddle of Earth! Tank Buster. You could just pop it right as it's about to go off, and then, you know, you'd be there with your lovely little... Look, I take less damage for the next 30 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, it's a blazing effect. That was a mistake on my part. No. That's what I mean by if you're in the line, I just got smacked right there. Yeah, I was debating to do that last Brotherhood. Also, bosses are giving like 1.1 million experience. I'd just like to point that out. So we've only really got one room left before the final boss of this area. Yeah. Please get away, and there's more Sin Eaters. Anyways, yeah, so you cannot big pull this room, actually. You cannot. Because these are forced spawns as you clear each pull. I want to actually target this enemy here. Oh, we both stunned. Oh no. No, neither of us have a stun. Yeah, so you want to target enmity because it's the most annoying one. It has that tail swing, which would mean I have to run out. And you can tell when, you know, a tank knows the order is either going to spawn because you pretty much just, I guess, probably could just beat that up too, but spawn that. No enmity in this one. I don't think there's another enmity till the last group? And there's 4 groups here. So it's like a general normal amount of pulls, but you just cannot big pull it. It's honestly one reason I'm not huge fan of Holminster. Also, the movement on that first boss and the last boss is, ugh. mage hate and melee hate. There isn't really ranged hate. Physical range. Alright. Now it's just easier to kind of like take in spots and while you're already there. Yeah, all these are now kind of... You can also tell, like, you can see that there's going to be another enemy up there because there's a bigger cocoon. Instead of like the smaller ones. Obviously, the whole stunning technique doesn't work if you have a white mage who has been using Holy, so they probably built up a nice little stun resistance. But on the other hand, the white mage can also just stun tail swing by half a stance. So, yeah, like I said, another remedy. I don't know if we both stun there, but we stun there. I was also targeting the wrong one, so I totally forgot that I was like, oh yeah, make sure you target the enemy, blah 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 blah, and then I don't target the enemy. And now the long walk up. But oh wow. Feels fun. So yes, this is Philia, our first Lightwarden. Actually, if you were paying attention, one of those cutscenes, I think it was in Crystarian, you could see Philia in that little picture of the of them coming out. So this is the mage hate boss. It has a little bit of melee hate too, but well, new. Scavenger's Daughter is a AoE. Definitely want to make sure I try and hold on to some, what can I call it? Shoulder tackles. Tank Crusher is a tank buster. There are multiple tank busters, however, in this fight. Pendulum is the other tank buster. There's going to be two proximities, one on the tank, one in the middle. And that's why you want to hold on to that. So after that first pendulum, he's going to do a feather. This is going to find what party member just happened to be. And then he's going to start doing Aether Sup, which is going to, well, do a high damage, if not kill. I don't know if I'm actually going to go off. Even in, like, the worst of fights I've had against Philia. Love Note. So this is going to be a pretty large attack. You need to prepare for right after it, just on the opposite side. You need to really also make sure you know your left and right. You can also tell based on Philia's animation which side is about to get smashed. The front has a lot more of a hit on it compared to the back. Meaning the tank has to move a whole lot more. Tabophobia is just a general personal AoE. Into the Light is a stat. With those personal attacks, of course, you really want to make sure you're not moving. Probably use a shoulder tap on some just wasting DPS by having two stacks. Another pendulum. And this time around, let's not be in that middle bit. So now this is where the mage hate comes in. Philia's going to be doing a lot of spinning here. You can see from the front, it's a frontal, like, moving thing, and the back is a tail swipe. Capacity on the constant move here. So, especially Black Mage, you just have to know when to cast. Should be almost done. I believe it's a 360 almost. That. Ah, no, ow, 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 ow. Oh yeah, that also happens. I shouldn't have done it there. Okay, I got elves left. That's what matters. Really? Why me on both of them? Worse is when you are just kind of left there sitting like, oh, hi, can I please, maybe, sometimes, eventually. Yeah. Anyways, that was Philia, our first. And I knew it! I knew I was gonna hit 77 during Holminster Switch. How much experience was that? I can't even see it. Oh my gosh, the minion dropped! 7.5 million experience. The minion dropped! So, funny story, I've done this twice with Trust. Twice ever with Trust. I have a 100% drop rate on the minion with Trust. I've gotten it both times. Yeah. So that was Holminster Switch.
It's releasing its ether! Fall back! We cannot let it touch us! Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw!
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place. Born of the self-same ether, relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption. The blessing of light, and the hero who wields it now stands before you. Behold, the monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
scar. It can't be.
What's happening?
It's so beautiful. The sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky, as it should be.
Who are you people? You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true. My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Lightwarden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will. I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed, but for the present, I beg you, stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the wardens and restore darkness to the first.
I'll become the monk you need. I'm not a warrior, thank you.
On behalf of the first, I offer you my deepest thanks.
I understand there is much at stake here, XR, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin Eater is defeated.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
Whew. Let's get that minion real quick. Cause puppy! Anyway. How quickly you have justified my faith in you. So many lives saved, and the sky heralds, its sky itself heralds your success. A single victory in the largest struggle, perhaps, but a momentous one nonetheless. God, I really hit level 77 there. 4.5 million in. Trust parties unlocked. So it means that trust menu is actually usable now. Those NPC companions to revisit complete instances by opening the trust interface. Unlock. Lock it under duty in the main menu. Warrior of Darkness. Now, as for how we proceed from here... The villagers we evacuated earlier have arrived safely in the Crystarium. They seem to be accepting their situation for the moment. Most folk are far too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the Warrior of Darkness has come. 'Tis to be expected. Arya, I must ask a favor of you. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavor for the time being? Seeing the light received from the Lightwarden is a momentous occasion, and many will be swept up in the maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as a legendary warrior of darkness, I fear that, no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. I find myself in agreement with the Exarch, although my concerns are more focused on you, Omlar. It may be best if you maintain a low profile until we see how Vothri responds to all of this. My thanks. Though we cannot freely celebrate your success, pray allow your heart to be buoyed by the joy of our citizens, joy you surely brought into being. And I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. It is my intention to share with our people the tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin Eaters. This unnamed champion defeated the Lightwarden and has since departed for parts unknown, yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing new, and I will encourage folk not to question this either. Though I expect to be told the whole truth of it one day. About all of you. With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits. And to think, you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep. I must stay behind and coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors. And I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today, but could I ask you to pass on the message on your way to Dependence? Please let Bragi know that we're bringing a number of injured and that any restoratives in the markets need to be reserved for the infirmary. You can count on me. We should start making our own way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you. It wouldn't do to arrive too soon after the Exarch. But staying behind as well, there's something I need to check on in Holminster. We already went through the village top to bottom, Alize. We should all take the chance to rest, you included. I knew one of those eaters, and I can't rest now. Not now. So please, I wish to be left alone for a while. And that means you as well, Arya. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. I promise to find you later, when I feel myself again. Just you and me then, shall we? Well, we're supposed to go back to the Crystarium now anyway, so... Well, the Crystarium seems relatively ordered, wouldn't you say? The Exarch's speech must have been reassuring to hear. On the contrary, there is something jubilant in the air. I have a feeling this night won't be quite as peaceful as our hooded friend predicted. I think I shall take a brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Once you've discharged your duty to Bragi, I suggest you do the same. Sleep well, Arya. I hope untroubled dreams find you and Alize both. Alright, well, let's head to the markets real quick. What can I do for you? Looking to buy a lantern like every other stumbling soul in the city? I see. Well, Captain Lena can rest assured that any potions I spot coming in will be set aside for the wounded. Hang on a moment. If you're carrying a message for the god, does that mean you were there then? The battle at Holminster? A stalwart lass like you might want to pay a visit to the Wandering Stairs and make yourself known. I'm sure Glenara can introduce you to some interesting opportunities. What? But I'm supposed to rest, not be getting myself into more nonsense. But I guess I'll get myself into more nonsense. Sela, more beer for table 2 and a couple of pints of meat for table 3 while you're at it. Coming right up. Sorry we rushed off our feet this evening, miss. Can I get you anything? Drinks are on the house. No, that Bragi has a twisted sense of humor. Look, he said you to me at a time like this. The first real night in near 100 years has folks all riled up, and then some. What's more, there was that eater business at Holminster Switch. They say a Lightwarden was destroyed without a damn trace, and it was the Lord of Darkness who did the deed. I really must apologize for Liner. He's been almost as rowdy as our customers, and that's no small feat. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters, and the rumor of the warrior's appearance was the spark to their kindling. You know how the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Ah, they swarm like angry bees around the queen. You need look no further than Holminster for proof of that. Attacks on that scale don't happen every day, praise the blessed Shadow. No, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and again, an eater will leave the pack to prowl alone. And those are the ones you run into on the road if your luck is foul. They're a danger to everyone, so the Settlement Council puts a bounties on their heads. And our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. Seems a few of them were inspired by the Warden's slaying, even more than most. And these are the types who have their sights set on the absolute worst of the strays. Class of eaters that have been dubbed the cardinal virtues. The virtues showed up out of nowhere about 3 summers ago, and when historians heard the descriptions given by survivors, well, apparently they share an appearance with the villains who caused the flood. That doesn't send a chill down your spine, they also reported to be as tough as Lightwardens, not the kind of prey you can take down single-handed. Our virtue hunters had all but given up, but knowing the warrior darkness is out there has lit a fire in their bellies. Just look at them. I heal him over there with the oversized sword as Granson. He's in it for revenge. Wants to recruit a comrade in arms as tenacious as he is. The missile lad is Lou Reek. Don't be fooled by those DOA cheeks. He's as hard a hunter as they come. He lost a partner and seems to be on the lookout for a new one. That's Sarek. Word is he seeks an expert in magecraft to help fight the virtue he's after. And last we have Gil, dwarf and drunken both. Wanted to join forces with the healer, and only a healer. Something about needing a mender's wisdom. I've seen my share of competent veterans, and you have that look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of our hunters. Who knows? Together you might even collect the bounty on the Cardinal Virtue. Now there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige of my bar with art if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. You have gained access to Roll Quest! A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, physical DPS, magical DPS, and healer roles. In order to reach the final stage of the Shadowbringers main scenario, you must complete at least one Roll Quest line. Speak with the Virtue Hunter at the Wandering Stairs to accept the quest offer. I don't remember if these are 70 or 71. They're 70, so I can't actually do all four right now. Okay. Well, we will deal with that next time, probably. Actually, we'll probably deal with all four next time. Just saying. Because, you know. We got tank, healer, magic, physical. Yeah, the physical ones are going to be done with monks, since it is the main one. The dancer was just like, gosh dang it, SC, you're making me have to do there's adding a ranged role quest now. A ranged physical DPS, along with an melee physical DPS. Yeah, they're doing that to us. That's the reason for Dancer. Welcome back, miss. I wonder if anyone can sleep with the city in such an uproar. But will you be retiring to your quarters? Yes. Very good. In light of the present situation, I've had illumination prepared for all our rooms. No need to rush to the markets for lanterns or candles. Have a pleasant rest, miss.
So it's your lot's turn to be the Warriors of Darkness, is it? It's funny how things work out. Well, I did warn you. I followed you to Yulmore and then on to Armarang, and I was there when you slew the Lightwarden. Those white-haired twins who were with you. I remember them from our battle in the Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin? Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. It's when you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time? I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. Just more nagging burdens to ignore.
So this is what the light was hiding. She's here. I must go to her.
Meanwhile, it's an Imperial magic facility in the Source.
Intruders! Fan out and find them!
Out of my way!
Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy. When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Estinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the Warrior of Light from the jaws of death? Your armor is most distinct.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places. Van Baelsar in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadow Hunter.
You are in contact with the Scions, I take it.
Through no choice of my own. They tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause. I swear their receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldessian woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion?
Away on other business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated. There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
What exactly does this Black Rose do?
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart. Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant, and all without damaging a single structure.
Search every corner! Rouse the barracks if you have to! I want this facility secured!
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
Sir Estinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once. Since it would seem we seek the same answers, You are welcome to join us.
From what I hear, you need all the help you can get. In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
I am aware of what his Radiance said at the parley. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes. My path leads to Garlemald.
We made it through the first part of Shadowbringers! Yay! So, I think it's a good time to call it there. In the next part, we will go ahead and take on all 4 role quests. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps to keep being content like this and more. You can find the links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching. And until next time, this is rinimt, signing out. Bye!